your country. God bless America.
All right, that was the Pope this morning. We want to get back now to St. Matthew's as the Pope is about to wrap up his sermon to the bishops there. Let's listen in.
Pilgrims, from the beginning you have learned their languages, promoted their cause, made their contributions your own, defended their rights, helped them to prosper, and keep alive the flame of their faith. Even today, no American institution does more for immigrants than your Christian communities. You are now facing this long stream of Latin immigration which affects so many of your dioceses. Not only as a bishop as the Bishop of Rome, but also as a pastor coming from the South, I feel the need to thank you and to encourage you. Perhaps it will not be easy for you to read their soul. Perhaps you will be tested by their diversity. But rest assured and keep in mind that they also possess resources meant to be shared. And so open your arms and to them and welcome them without fear. Offer them the warmth and love of Christ, and you will unlock the mystery of their heart. I am certain that once again, these people will enrich America and its church. May God bless you and Our Lady watch over you. Thank you. Well, that was very nice.
That was a message from the Pope this morning, just concluding at St. Matthew's Cathedral in Washington, D.C. The Pope, of course, dealing with historic issues that have to do with the Catholic Church, but also dealing with current events, addressing the sex abuse scandal in the Church, calling it a crime right out, and also dealing with immigration as well. The question is, what is it like to be in the crowd on the South Lawn at the White House for the Pope's visit? To be there in Washington to listen up close and personal to the Pope. Since political commentators Ana Navarro and Donna Brazil were there, and they're with us now from Washington, our Washington studios. Anna, hello to you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Donna, as well. And I want you to set the scene for us. Describe what it was like to be there for the ceremony and to see the Pope firsthand.
It was exciting. It was refreshing. It was spiritual. It was bipartisan. It was nonpartisan in a way. I think people were not there as Republicans or Democrats in a town where everything lines up along those lines. People were there to see this Pope, to embrace his message of mercy. We saw, you know, so many members of Congress and Senate and people running for president. And let me tell you, Don, there were enough Cuomos and Kennedys there to fill up a plane. You know, there were celebrities there. Eva Longoria was sitting right behind Donna and I. She was there with her special needs sister who asked her to meet the Pope. She said, there's one person in the world I want to meet, and it's the Pope. Eva thought it would be a lot easier if she'd asked to meet George Clooney. But so she brought her and her mom. So you saw a lot of that. You saw a lot of families together. The Kennedys had so many of their little kids there on their shoulders. It was really a wonderful, wonderful occasion, particularly for those of us that are Catholic and who see the Pope as this amazing spiritual leader. You also saw a lot of even leaders, religious leaders of other faiths. There was, you saw people from the Greek church there. Pastor Rick Warren was there. It was a celebration of spirituality and faith, and just, it had, Donna and I were getting our Catholic groove on, is all I can tell you.
And Donna, Anna says it was bipartisan, and we tend to, because we're in a political season now, but quite often look at these things in a political light. But the Pope has said he's not speaking from a conservative or liberal point of view. He's speaking the doctrine, and as she said, it is also, I've been speaking to religious leaders of all different faiths. It's not just bipartisan, it is bi-religious, if that's a word.
Ecumenical. It really was, I believe, a celebration of our, what I call, deep spiritual need to be in fellowship with one another. Anna is absolutely right. We sat near T.D. Jakes, Pastor Jim Wallace. I mean, there were so many people from so many faiths and so many denominations. Martin Luther King's daughter, Reverend Dr. Bernice King, was there. It was just a moment of what I call pure joy.
What's your personal takeaway, your most personal moment, Donna?
When he quoted Dr. Martin Luther King, when he talked about the promissory note. Remember, this is a Pope that understands history and really theology, and when he quoted Dr. King, it was just a moment when I just smiled. I said, he understands. I mean, not far away from where he was standing, Dr. King delivered the I Have a Dream speech, that we have a commitment not just to this planet but to each other, and the Pope reminded us of that spiritual journey that we're all